And to appeal for relief.
All right, greetings and love.
Mr. President.
Happy Emancipation Day, don't know you go.
Delegates.
Truthyouth Radio.
27 years ago, as Emperor of Ethiopia, I mounted the rostrum in Geneva, Switzerland, to address the League of Nations and to appeal for relief from the destruction which had been unleashed against my defenseless nation by the fascist invader.
Listen!
I spoke then both to and for the conscience of the world. My words went unheeded, but history testifies to the accuracy of the warning that I gave in 1936. Today I stand before the World Organization, which has succeeded to the mantle discarded by its discredited predecessor. In this body is enshrined the principle of collective security, which I unsuccessfully invoked at Geneva. Here in this assembly reposes the best, perhaps the last hope for the peaceful survival of mankind. In 1936, I declared that it was not the covenant of the League that was at stake, but international morality. Undertakings, I said then, are of little worth if the will to keep them is lacking. The Charter of the United Nations expresses the noblest aspirations of man: abjuration of force in the settlement of disputes between states, the assurance of human rights and fundamental freedoms for all without distinction as to race, sex, language, or religion, the safeguarding of international peace and security. But these two, as were the phrases of the covenant, are only words. Their value depends wholly on our will to observe and honor them and give them content and meaning. The preservation of peace and the guaranteeing of man's basic freedoms and rights require courage and eternal vigilance. Courage to speak and act, and if necessary, to suffer and die for truth and justice. Eternal vigilance that the least transgression of international morality shall not go undetected and unremedied. These lessons must be learned anew by each succeeding generation, and that generation is fortunate indeed which learns from other than its own bitter experience. This organization,
shake up,
its members bear a crushing and awesome responsibility to absorb the wisdom of history and to apply it
what do you mean, Selassie I Sundayz?
of the present, in order that future generations may be born and live and die in peace. The record of the United Nations during the few short years of its life affords mankind a solid basis for encouragement and hope for the future. The United Nations has dared to act when the League dared not, in Palestine, in Korea, in Suez, and in the Congo. There is not one among us today who does not conjecture upon the reaction of this body when motives and actions are called into question. The opinion of this organization today acts as a powerful influence upon the decisions of its members. The spotlight of world opinion, focused by the United Nations upon the transgressions of the renegades of human society, has thus far proved an effective safeguard against unchecked aggression and unrestricted violation of human rights. The United Nations continues to act as the forum where nations whose interests clash may lay their cases before world opinion. It still provides the essential escape valve, without which the slow buildup of pressures would have long since resulted in catastrophic explosion. Its actions and decisions have speeded the achievement of freedom by many peoples on the continents of Africa and Asia. Its efforts have contributed to the advancement of the standard of living of peoples in all corners of the world. For this, all men must give thanks. Here today, how faint, how remote are the memories of 1936? How different in these times are the attitudes of men and women? We then existed in an atmosphere of suffocating pessimism. Today, cautious yet buoyant optimism is the prevailing spirit. But each one of us here knows that what has been accomplished is not enough. The United Nations judgments have been and continue to be subject to frustration as individual member states have ignored its pronouncements and disregarded its recommendations. The organization's sinews have been weakened as member states have avoided their obligations to it. The authority of the organization has been mocked as individual member states have proceeded in violation of its commands to pursue their own aims and ends. The troubles which continue to plague us virtually all arise among member states of the organization, but the organization remains impotent to enforce acceptable solutions. As the maker and enforcer of the international law, what the United Nations has achieved still falls regrettably short of our goal of an international community of nations. This does not mean that the United Nations has failed. I have lived too long to cherish many illusions about the essential high-mindedness of men when brought into stark confrontation with the issue of control over their security and their property interests. Not even now, when so much is at hazard, would many nations willingly entrust their destinies to other hands. Yet, this is the ultimatum presented to us. Secure the conditions whereby men will entrust their security to a larger entity or risk annihilation. Persuade men that their salvation rests in the subordination of national and local interests to the interests of humanity or
emancipation,
man's future.
Each and every one.
These are the objectives. Yesterday unobtainable, today essential, which we must labor to achieve. Until this is accomplished, mankind's future remains hazardous and permanent peace a matter for speculation. There is no single magic formula, no one simple step, no words, whether written into the organization's charter or into a treaty between states, which can automatically guarantee to us what we seek. Peace is a day-to-day problem, the product of a multitude of events and judgments.
Massive listener.
Peace is not an is, it is a becoming. We cannot escape the dreadful possibility of catastrophe by miscalculation.
Words of His Majesty.
But we can reach
Emperor King Selassie I
on the myriad subordinate problems which each new day poses. And we can thereby make our contribution, and perhaps the most that can be reasonably expected of us right now, to the preservation of peace. It is here that the United Nations has served us, not perfectly, but well. And in enhancing the possibilities that the organization may serve us better, we serve and bring closer our most cherished goals. I would mention briefly today two particular issues which are of deep concern to all men: disarmament and the establishment of true equality among men. Disarmament has become the urgent imperative of our time. I do not say this because I equate the absence of arms to peace, or because I believe that bringing an end to the nuclear arms race automatically guarantees peace, or because the elimination of nuclear warheads from the arsenal of the world will bring in its wake that change in attitude requisite to the peaceful settlement of disputes between nations. Disarmament is vital today, quite simply because of the immense destructive capacity of which men dispose.
Peace. Rastafari is the Prince of Peace.
Manners and respect, don't know you go.
Which holds one race superior and another inferior, is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. That until there are no longer first-class and second-class citizens of any nation, that until the color of a man's skin is of no more significance than the color of his eyes, that until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race, that until that day, the dream of lasting peace and world and the rule of international morality will remain but fleeting illusion.
Truthyouth Radio, Selassie I Sundayz this.
But never attained.
Emancipation Day celebration.
Noble and unhappy regimes that hold our brothers in Angola, in Mozambique, and in South Africa in subhuman bondage have been toppled and destroyed. Until bigotry and prejudice and malicious and inhuman self-interest have been replaced by understanding and tolerance and goodwill. Until all Africans stand and speak as free beings, equal in the eyes of all men, as they are in the eyes of heaven. Until that day,
hey, Daddy Jeff, the
continent will not know peace. We Africans will fight if necessary, and we know that we shall win, as we are confident in the victory of good
over evil.
The basis of racial discrimination and colonialism has been economic.
His Majesty,
economic weapons,
Emperor King Selassie I
and can be overcome. In pursuance of resolutions adopted at the Addis Ababa Summit Conference, African states have undertaken certain measures in the economic field which, if adopted by all member states of the United Nations, would soon reduce intransigence to I ask today for adherence to these measures by every nation represented which is truly devoted to the principles enunciated in the Charter. We must act while we can, while the occasion exists, to exert those legitimate pressures available to us, lest time run out and resort be had to less happy means. The great nations of the world would do well to remember Remember that in the modern age, even their fates are not wholly in their hands. Peace demands the united efforts of us all. Who can foresee what spark might ignite the fuse?
Until the philosophy which old one race superior and another.
Alright, Truthyouth Radio.
Inferior.
All the feeling, I don't know you're going on.
Is finally and permanently discredited and abandoned. Everywhere is war. It's a war that until they're no longer first class and second class citizens of any nation, until the color of a man's skin is of no more significance
than the color of his
eyes.
Massive, sing out.
Miss a war.
We can't hear you. What one, Mr. Tapos?
Until the basic human rights are equally guaranteed to all without regard to race.
Yeah, you don't know if you can stick with them, tune them around. Too long. Yeah? But you don't know it's emancipation, the celebration vibes, you don't know. So we go. Love man.
I saw Rastafari sitting on his throne in Mount Zion, Mount Zionite.
Marcy, what we tell them?
The lamb that was slain came and took a book out of his hand and bowed before his throne. And 7 angels, all dressed in white, were around your throne in Mount Zionite. When the angels saw I and I coming, they asked, who are these people? Jah answered them saying, these are those that went to great tribulation. These are those that went to great tribulation. The 12 tribes of Israel, they were there, Reuben, Simeon, Levi, and Judah, Issachar, Zebulun, and Benjamin.
All 12 tribes.
Dan and Naphtali, Gad and Asher, and Joseph, oh yeah. Israel were there, I say.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. Fire and brimstone.
Massive, are ready to play some fire now?
Look.
Are ready to play some fire now?
Fire and brimstone. Fire. It don't burn there.
You're not still in God bless. Let me tell them now.
Fire and brimstone. Fire. It don't go burn there.
Yeah, read that fire in a Babylon now. Vaccine nothing.
Fire of the burn.
Yeah, Jack laugh. Michelle.
Make us fire of the burn.
What is the thing name?
Fire of the burn. Backslider. Fire of the burn. Fire and brimstone. Fire, it don't burn.
Here I come with love and not hatred.
Wow, 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 wow.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Envy no one, no wish to be with no evil man.
What we tell them?
For there comes the day when we'll be with by the Father's hand. Oh, oh, oh.
Liver bruised children.
Oh, oh, oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, oh, oh.
Liver rusted children.
Oh, oh, oh.
My head is anointed and my cup runneth over.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I
all the days of my life. Envy no one, no wish to be with no evil man. For there comes a day when you'll be whipped by the Father's.
Hey, we're a penal family.
Live up Root Street.
Yeah, Albert. Unity and strength. Liberty.
Live up Rasta children. My head is anointed and my cup runneth over. Yeah. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Ooh, yeah. Live up your children. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah.
Boss, what one? David, Albert, Jacqueline. Love every time, remember?
Take a look into yourself and tell me what can you do.
Hey, Sherma.
To have a better world today.
Nicholas. Afram.
Humanity, can't you see what is happening? Round it,
They kept on the whole family them, you don't know.
All they think about is war. And we knew it from the start. Don't you know we can make it a better world if we just unite and be strong. Oh yeah. Put another fire from Babylon City right now. We need love, and not war. So many times before I have seen.
Oh, the billet. Be a vibes tonight, Let me tell you, listen.
Baby, and out with lots of tears and frowns. I never said I'd be perfect, baby. I know I made mistakes and that's natural, lady. So why you wanna throw it all away over things that we can get over? Please forgive me, baby, for the many wrongs I've done to you. And I won't forget it, baby. Just don't tell me that before.
Oh, we go.
Forgive me, baby, for the many wrongs I've done to you. And I won't forget it, baby.
Okay.
I don't mind when you get uptight.
Wow.
Oh, I'm not the cause all the time.
Hey, Nicole, Heidi.
Been blamed for things I did not do.
Fire the whole crew, you don't know.
Me from
TBI. Afram, it don't know large up yourself, yo.
I'm not trying to go around it, baby. I know I caused you lots of heavy pain lately. I've been thinking everything over. I believe that we can get over. Please forgive me, baby.
It's about forgiveness in this time, man. Don't know. Punch tune them. I represent the Empress right now.
I really wanna know right now.
Massive, yeah, we tell them now. Truthyouth Radio.
I know you wasn't around when I was living myself.
Yo!
Yet you sit back and relax and you took all the wealth.
We will tell the data them.
Is it material things you're running after?
Or is it praises that you're giving unto Rasta?
I really wanna know right now.
Any question? Pull up the blood clotting from the very last chop. Get Isaac.
I really wanna know right now.
Massive serious time we living in now. Be wise up now. I will tell you God bless them. Listen.
I know you wasn't around when I was living myself. Yet you sit back and relax and you took all the wealth.
Engineer, tell me. Whoa!
Is it material things you're running after? Or is it crazy that you're giving unto Rasta? I really wanna know right now. I gave a hand unto the wicked, but I gave him it with caution. While I was giving love, he was seeking for reaction. Tell me,
Massive, listen.
is it material things you're running after? Or is it crazy that you're giving unto Rasta? I really wanna know right now. Yes, I really wanna know right now. Oh, Mr. Lincoln. I know you wasn't around when I was living myself. Oh gosh.
Massive.
Yet you sit back and relax and you took all the wealth.
You see this Sunday afternoon gonna be different, yeah?
Is it material things you're running after?
Hey Candice, as you come and listen to this one time.
Or is it praises you were giving unto Rasta?
Ronnie, Christopher.
Please, I really wanna know right now. Really wanna
know right
now.
Alright.
Yeah.
You see the whole Kochi family, Ganja Pipe.
Every man do his thing a little way different.
Remember that.
Every man do his thing a little way different.
I'm up yourself now.
The things I do them here.
Here are the Figaro.
It's way from you.
Nicholas, what was that?
Oh, see ya. Every man do his thing a little way different.
What you mean?
Every man do his thing a little way different. The things I do them in a different way from you. Whoa, whoa. See ya. Every man do his thing a little way different. Every man do his thing a little way different. So do what's right. Now, check your life. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Every man do his thing a little way different. Every man do his thing a little way different. The things you
do, you do them in a different way from
Alright, God bless it. Don't know you going on. Truthyouth Radio. Selassie I chill. Hey, yo.
Tell a story. Got to tell a story.
There's three sides of the story, you know. Here we tell them.
If you don't research, you'll stay hurt and ignorant. Stories have been turned to keep the masses dumb. That's what you get when the tale is told from one side. It only leads to a prejudiced mind. That's why we need to take some action for the sake of the next generation. Fighting against their systematic compression, dismantling their indoctrination. Cause they never tell us about the ones that fought. They always tell us about the ones that lost. They never tell us about the ones that thrived. Always tell us about the ones that died. But no more, no more, no more, no
Hey, Krista, what you say? Roots and culture. Truthyouth Radio. So we go.
Lion tells the story.
Albert.
Hunter will always get the glory.
Peace tree.
Till the lion tells his story.
I mean winners, innit? So we are born.
It's not juvenile, we shall overcome. Final words.
Well, let's talk of the massive and come, man. Let them come in, let them come in. Let them come out in the 10,000. Let them come out, man. Truthyouth Radio.
Hey, man, say, want to walk, go a pumpkin deli. I know nobody don't know.
What's up?
Say, want to reach in a coconut tree. I know nobody don't know.
The Bellman family.
Man, say, Tita, don't play them all in a row. We are Rastafari, the world don't know. We rise up to the God.
Think about some levels. Anything running smooth? You tell them.
Get it, on them Irish, get it. Tell Babylon some ass like lava this time in a rap with it. Try no mess around, silly. Run them out of town, Billy. Irish ice can cool and chilly. Lorenzo got to make a milli. I'm from Westmoreland, Philly, New York and Sicily. Run Babylon, right now.
Hey sister.
He can come shall tell, every knee shall bow, everyone can tell.
Charlotte.
How comes the sun is up shining down? I know nobody don't know.
In the morning.
How can a black man hear me suffer? I know nobody don't know.
Hey Marianne. Shema Budu Shalan.
Nobody don't know.
Daniel.
Nobody knows. I know nobody don't know.
You choose with your work.
They did that, don't play them all in a row. We'll Rastafari, the world don't know. We rise up to the God, the queen and the ball.
Only Jah alone will I man serve. Sacrifice my life for Jah, it's the least he deserves. In my mind, my meditation never weak.
Still I am confident them can't stop I man from speed. And I am here to serve you. And I am here to follow the emperor.
The Holy Jesus, Tekla Selassie. Come on, family, them. What you mean?
Fled out of mystery, the books now visitable, verifiable done.
Here we go!
Telling untold stories, the Dead Sea Scroll. In Qumran, in Sinai, with some female stories untold. All after the verdict of removal, made their judgment and did these things unopposed. Never heard of Sophia Hatamat, Babylon or Calyptos.
Ancient Akibula, listen.
Litanama, antecedent to our call Eva. Just a story of who the serpent deceived. Oh yeah.
Akibeka, we tell them.
Accounts of nurture and reasonal oneness. Biasness.
What you mean?
Never tell the fullness, nor the roundness.
I eat a safari.
And the truth still come out like their bloodhounds did.
Easy na Zachary.
The part she play in the balance, they're keeping things grounded. Round wires that you don't want to see, a short circuit. Well, tell it like it is, tell it on the mountain. Yeah, tell it like it is, tell it on the mountain.
Well, you should know the Anunnaki is a
oneness. What you mean?
On a dimension of a father reptilian, and they call psychologists. Black mother is the comforter of nature. Religious scholars, they won't accept her. Respect to Ake indeed. The African dancer keep iration grounded, see. Infinite love to the Empress and Goddess of Kush and Kemet. Yeah.
Don't go. Don't know you represent wrong here. We don't ramp now. Truthyouth Radio family. Don't know large. It's an Apache. Penal family. Gongsman, what one?
Nothing at my hopes are so high.
Where's the valleys?
Yes, my hopes are so high.
Again. Hey, Gary, be ready. Report. Yeah, man, Clinton, don't know you got think call.
The one man have to cross in my lifetime. In the valley.
So the energy is connecting.
But nothing at my hopes are so high.
Yo!
Yes, my hopes are so high.
You're Royal Rastafari.
By the Most High.
Gary B, where is it?
It's just one time. And I let my foot up on the ground. For it is just one time. Time and space no give no second try. No. These are the laws of the Most High. And I feel much obliged. We always do your best and let you control the rest. Cause no one are born for the suffering. Now this your cycle of we break down of cease. Each generation look inside yourself if you please. If you see you say you must live a freedom of serenity. If your children not to fail like a remedy.
Marcus God.
Alright, set the people free. We need to be that what the hearts dance.
Wow. What you mean every time? Shalan Marie. What you that family there? We tell them no.
Serenity. If your children not a fail like a remedy. Rastafari set the people free.
He puts my large up himself.
The heart what the eyes can see.
The fireman was here last night.
Serenity.
Large up his daughter Serenity, yeah. Kevin me not left in either.
Set the people free.
Lindsay family.
Reveal to the heart what the eyes can see.
Hey Serenity, what we tell you?
I'm in life, kill me, there's a man I come realize. We just said we cannot be other. Most of what them telling's full of lies. Yes, them I think we time and not a merchandise. How much I like come and the people hypnotize. Poor people life, them I try to utilize. Yes, come me look up on that sound when man can't talk. Sing a little word when man can't talk. All the internal blocks are unlocked. So much things in this world I man know now. Well, so much things I man know now.
Alright.
Sorry, that my serenity. If your children not a fail like a remedy.
I mean respect every time, man.
Set the people free.
Truthyouth family them.
To the heart what the eyes can see.
It's Zion, what one?
My serenity. If your children not a fail like a remedy.
You see the all little ones them just Zion the crew?
The people free. Reveal to the heart what the eyes can see. And that
Alright, send Cray family, what one?
now when a love loves pathway, you be wise along your journey. Where there's a will, there is a way. Judge every fragment clear. Image in the shelter, though we share and it's so small, and so many tiny pieces. No one can find them after. Fight on, although we bled in giant, you make conquer since us by the
Hey Clint. Shalan, what we tell them?
Many more miles to travel. And a long, long way to go.
Attitude again.
And them your rocky road. We've been through the hills and the valleys, the jungle and the desert and the alleys, the cold streets, easy low.
Hold on, attitude, my brother, I know. Sinclair family, Boondocks, you don't know the black organization of noble diplomats, optimizing expressions. Boondocks! I'm the original Trinidad Boondocks, you know. I represent Trinidad and Tobago, you know. Ayi Batari, where they are?
Many more miles to travel. And a long, long way to go.
Hey, Carl!
And them your rocky road. We've been through the hills and the valleys.
You see me roving team crew?
Land the deserts and the alleys.
Wow, wow, wow!
Whole streets ain't no easy low. For all of the starving youths we're hungry. The shelterless, the fatherless, the needy.
Hey, Marlon!
Lead me, Jah is with you, and you're never alone. Even though these times are hard, the only way out is faith in God. And we're going to make it, and we're going to make it. I know we're going to make it, yeah, yeah. Although the journey seems so far, I'ma keep treading and hold my joy. No one can break it, no one can break it, so no one can break it, no way.
Seems like it's hard times for everyone these days. Enough people hustling for travel and a place to stay. Gotta stay warm in the cold when no heat a blaze. Poverty is just like a slap in the face. That's why Rasta have means and ways to sight Jaja children.
Yo!
Golden streets in the city of gold with rivers and streams. Cause I'm on a royal king, the woman them a royal queen. It's going down. If we live in unity, then shall the gates of Zion open for you and me. If it becomes reality, yeah.
Look at them mad up in the air.
Becomes reality, yeah.
Yes, well then.
What kind of thing do I try? To kill we off, you know? In slavery. Remind me of our mental slavery. You see the day? The day we come to emancipate ourselves. Are you tell that to Babylon?
Sometimes you gotta take the rain with the sunshine on a cloudy day. Sometimes you gotta be the rebel on the front line on a cloudy day.
Marcy, wait till them.
Yes, alright. I and I make a decision. We no follow nobody religion. Cause I believe religion is division. And not that a black division.
Mr. Aki Phillips, what one?
Very, very nice.
Yeah, you see what the CEO say, pull is bomb, pull it.
Yes,
Hey, Choo, you don't know you going now.
Well then, out the road in trade.
It's only love we are bringing her.
Ashuba duba duba. Ashuba duba duba. Yes,
Hey, Janata, what you say?
Watch out.
Yo!
Sometimes you gotta take the rain with the sunshine on a cloudy day. Sometimes you gotta be the rebel on the front line on a cloudy day. Yes, alright. I and I make a decision. We no follow nobody
religion.
Cause I believe religion is division. And not that a black division.
It's a bear.
Very, very nice guy. Take the rope around me neck and give me jacket and tie. And think me now go say it, but with my inner eyes I see now everything was just a
sing out.
The same one.
But different tools.
And it's the same scars, but different tools.
I know they're playing the dirty but we hey yo.
We still live on them. So nobody get it confused.
All I know is fire gonna blaze in them.
Them ask you
clean up your dirty ways. Fire gonna blaze. Here we tell them no.
Tell me how you sleep, Mr. Master. When you see the trouble where you cause. And tell me how you find time for laughter. When you hear the people them
want to share the love. Straight up on WhatsApp, Instagram. Hey, Truthyouth Radio team. I find all they working in it. I find all they working in it. Let's share the bomb.
Sometimes you're not gonna get where you want lunchtime on a cloudy day.
I know why all they working in it, but here we tell them now.
Sometimes only be committed when you're working on a government way.
Adapt to the thing in it.
That on your front page.
Adapt to the thing. Here we tell them no.
Now it comes musical thing called.
I know they fed up, but they wanna come outside in it, but we tell them. What we could do? See, after the storm, there must be a calm. Remember me tell you. But you see for now, yeah, we are dealing with the thing. Back higher, we say, listen.
Home, that's a protocol. Stay home, that's a protocol. staying close to your love and it is well crucial. We no need no disapproval. Stay home, that's a protocol. Stay home, that's a protocol. The consequences, yes, it could have been brutal. Health is wealth is so vital. Oh, spread love from a distance. Oh, spread love from a distance. Spread love from a distance. Spread love from a distance. Whoa, cause it's a stay home order. Hold on, the stay home order. We can't cross no borders. We can't cross no borders. Cause it's a stay home order. Hold on, the stay home order. We can't cross no borders. We can't cross no borders. Home is where the heart will be. No matter if you're close or you're overseas. Or be your word, turn on your TV. No giving to the lines of society. Sending all my love to my family. No matter if you're friend or your friend or me. What we really need is unity. Yes, the best way to sanitize and clean. Oh, spread love from a distance. Oh, spread love from a distance. Spread love from a distance. Spread love from a distance. Cause it's a stay home order. Hold on, the stay home order. We can't cross no borders. We can't cross no borders. Cause it's a stay home order. Hold on, the stay home order. We can't cross no borders. We can't cross no borders. Cause it's a stay home order. Cause it's a stay home order.
All of you, where I'm broke, check it. You know better than I am, yeah. Oh Lord, what we say? Merciful Father, only you know the answer. There is nothing in this world you can conquer, oh Father. Beg you show us the way. Give us the strength to make it through another day. Though it rough, survival is a must. Though it tough, it can never get the better of us. Though it hard, no way no better than Lord. Lord, you know the pressure.
Enough of them I say, how them genuine, get them not pure. Even though you see we so we radical to the core. How better we feel look when you know so we poor. When we all arise, you all think we even more. We this nothing new, nothing to hide. We not trying false pretense, we have to show the true side. When I mean my son, this is what to symbolize. Life and out, so be wise.
Merciful Father, in you we put our trust. There's nothing too great you wouldn't do for us. Oh Father, we know you'll always be there to lift us up, to help us overcome our fear. Though it rough, survival is a must. Though it tough, it can never get the better of us. Though it hard, no we're no better than Lord, Lord, oh Lord.
Well, after you set all your traps, tell me where do I stand? Because where I'm at is saying that's where you belong. Living the past and the present, the future is at hand. Having no idea where the meal come. It hurt us just the way you jump in. And be little us, you set some bewildered beings. Yeah, we sacrifice that we rejoice. There was life from the supreme. No found, no hope, there's a heart in the pain.
Though it rough, survival is a must. Though it tough, it can never get the better of us. Though it hard, no we know better than Lord, Lord, you know. Merciful Father, only you know the answer. There is nothing in this world you can conquer, oh Father. Beg you show us the way. Give us the strength to make it through another day.
Whichever way you turn, be stronger, that's what to learn. If no one concerned about life, they'll never learn. Whether you're weak or you're fit, we have to live. This is we are fools and wise and
merciful.
How long shall the wicked reign over and I people? This is the Shadow Man alongside Sizzler.
Yeah, and do remember, you chastise many of my people. Oh yeah, nah, yeah, it's
It's not over till it's over. So many suffer in the arms of Babylon. The Israelites that you taught stir up we anger. So we gonna build, we have to make mess.
Massive, what we go?
Not over till it's over. So many suffer in the
arms of Babylon.
The Israelites that you taught stir up we anger. We gonna build, we have to make. What's this? Practitioners of evil, you me a talk. Want to do my people that will do with your part. Every man will have to die, their time won't pass. But you will die suffering, needless for you to ask. No for who know I got dead when revolution starts. Anything what we feel know we are gonna know that fast. It's not over till it's over, so many suffer in the arms of Babylon. The Israelites that you taught, stir up we anger. So we gonna be, we have to make it right. It's not over till it's over, so many suffer in the arms of Babylon. The Israelites that you taught, stir up we anger. We gonna be, we have to make thanks and rejoice. Oh yeah, that's a God of spirit life. Well, every man must live and give praises. Always give thanks for all those ages.
What's it? We say?
Hey, wicked me, I tell you, in case I never knew, yeah. Every man must live and give praises. Always give thanks for all those ages. You endured. You know, say all along, it's just Jah keep you secure. Oh yes,
it's your man.
Only Jah authority, me come fi stamp you. And upon your wickedness, I hit me a buckler.
Wendy,
in me reputation, you know go crumble. Rasta youth a Dutch pan the flag.
Yes, Thunder, I don't know you go.
These are things on which my mind do reflect to. Watching how you want to treat her with
me. Shape the thing, shake up.
Them the kind of sitting there. I
shape the YouTube blink.
Jah worthy of honor than the rest. Every man must live and give praises. Always give thanks for all those ages you've been through. Hey, you wicked me, I warn you, in case I never knew. Yeah, well done, you.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey.
This is a message to the poor man and the rich. Hard work just reward, good rule established. Come and
tell me, yes, if you like it.
If you want the power, would you put it on your list? Come give me human rights and justice. I want it.
Hey, blacks, we tell them.
I do without it, I must have it.
Our children need to benefit.
We've worked for it. Rebels in the street, fighting for it. Give me human rights and justice. I want it. I would never do without it. I must have it. My children need to benefit. I've worked for it. Rebels in the street, fighting for it. Mr. Ambitious, Smart Alexander. He robbed a fortune from the sufferer. How did he do it? With a pen and paper. Born into the world, but him say me ask what I come give me. Human rights and justice. I want it. I could never do without it. We must have it. Our children need to benefit. We've worked for it. Rebels in the streets, fighting for it. Come give me human rights and justice. I want it. Could never do without it. We must have it. Our children need to benefit. We've worked for it. Rebels in the streets, fighting for it. You know, get up.
The Ethiopian song.
You know, get up.
I'm a Maloney family. Country, wagwan.
Hallelujah. Jah will heal I. Oh, Jah will shield.
Yes, shall shake up.
Will fall by my side.
Wale Jesus.
Oh, Jah will hear I.
Jah will heal I.
Rastafari, I will never deny.
Yo!
Jah word of correction is my protection. I am not alone. So when I man go walking up the road so steep, mountain peak, in the midst of the darkness, show I revelation, light of Zion, so that I can see clearly. In the paths of righteousness He leaded me. Say your prayers,
say your prayers.
Oh, Jah is my shepherd.
Powers. Word for one song now.
Yes, Jah is my shepherd. Now the holy Abona is standing at the altar, Gibraltar. Offer ye now the sacrifices of thanksgiving. My heart is willing in the house of my Father to be a doorkeeper. Kindle fire.
I tell greens is what I eat.
Jah is my shepherd, I am the sheep.
Say your prayers.
Oh, Jah is my shepherd.
Powers.
Jah bless, oh yes, yes. Zion is the hill where Jah desires to dwell. His foundation is in the holy mountain, the mountain. Oh, I last sent from heaven, I miss it step by step. Excuse me, watch the flicks. Not it treading to the wheel, that is so miss it step by step. Guide and protect, and my soul will be refreshed.
So many women has been after me. There's only one princess I would love to see. Relentlessly, oh, I've tried to speak privately to this lady who's continually running away from love. Can't run away from love. No way. No one can do without love. Together we'll be happy. Baby, sweet lovely lady. Oh baby, why live your life on that lonely road when my love for you is real? Cry till you can't no more. Weep, babe. Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Hey, Sheldon, share everything in there.
To me,
share it up on the WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook.
oh, don't run away from love. Can't run away from love. No, babe. No one can do without love. Together we'll be happy.
Mr. Rashai. Rashai Low.
A man is still a man. Without him wear jacket and tie and walk barefoot. The only difference is
whether him good or him evil.
A man is still a man. Whether him rich or poor, black or white for sure. The only difference is whether I'm good or evil. Listen, friend, we see lots of different people in the street, wiping car glass window. This is what they do day to day, just to get a little food to eat. Oh yeah. And then you have others wearing suit and tie, work a good 9 to 5, and take it for granted that they're living a better life. I say the color of our skin don't mean a thing if we do good or commit to sin. We're all judged by the same. Jah is his holy name. So let's all be aware of how we entertain angels unaware, for angels do move through man, whether here or from there. A man is still a man, whether him wear jacket and tie or him walk barefoot. The only difference is whether I'm good or evil.
Simplicity we used to survive, men who find it difficult because they ignorance and hard. Simplicity we used to
survive, do what you doing properly. That's the way through.
That's a long time I tell them now.
Simplicity we used
to survive.
They don't find it difficult because they ignorant and out. Simplicity we used to survive. Children, open up your eyes.
Mommy say
the one bag of on it in our ding, animosity in our ding, hypocrisy in our democracy. There's nothing, laba laba nothing, backstab another vampire, evil lost desire. It's just meditation of my heart, pure and conscious thought. Be overstanding and be smart. Listen to the children speak the word and shine the light in the dark. Simplicity we used to survive, men who find it difficult because they ignorant and now. Simplicity me used to survive, do what you doing properly. That's the way through life. Simplicity I used to survive. Children, open up your eyes. Simplicity me used to survive. Burn parasites and strive. Avoid your anger, God report. Praise Rastafari and give a worthy cause. Give us all the blessing, give us all reward. To help the poor and find it easy when them find it hard. Simplicity I used to survive, men who find it difficult because they ignorant and all. Simplicity I used to survive. I shall live and love your life.
People tell me, are you answered so? Are you ready for celestial show? Cause you've been working till you can't work no more to make your soul secure.
Marcy, what you say?
Yes, you've been praying every day and night. The Father Jaja will just shine his light. And though the heathen them are broken by, you still live upright. Are you prepared to be thy God and King? Are you prepared to meet thy Jah? Are you prepared to meet thy Jah and King? Are you prepared to meet thy King? All right.
Are you prepared? Massive, you don't know you're going now. Selassie I Sundayz. Truthyouth Radio. Richlands and songs.
We're living in serious times. It's such a mysterious time. We're living in serious times.
Again. Hey, whole day, what one? Everything good? Well, let's send me all the requests, isn't it? Send me all the requests on the chat line. What one? Show your face, show your face.
Strengthen your mind.
We living in
serious times. It's such a mysterious time. We're living in serious times. So strengthen your mind. We're living in serious times. It's such a mysterious time. We're living in serious times. You do not know if your friend or enemy or a friend. Right now things are hectic, so who is serious or playing tricks? Keep a firm meditation, don't stop in nothing foolish. Keep your heart clean and strong, let your God self be established. And strengthen your mind. We're living in serious times. It's such a mysterious time. We're living in serious times. Strengthen your mind. We're living in serious times. It's such a mysterious time. We're living in serious times.
Yeah, Rastafari, guide I in this jungle, this battlefield.
Richie Lion.
Man a warrior, Selassie I warrior, defend truth and right, yes. Truth and right. Man a warrior, Emmanuel warrior, defend truth and right.
It's time for my people to shine their lights.
Alright, Jenny Finna, tell them.
10,000 rise against I, they will stumble and fall. All their evil and deceitful lies, I see through it all. And the more they apply the pressure, Rasta keeps standing tall. From them try test Rasta children, and a bigger roll like
ball, cause it's about
time, revolution time.
Nah man, this one different. Charlie Fender. How about the massive family them? Pity Valley. Diamondville. Corey Street massive. Bagatelle crew, what one?
Rastafari. Guide I in this jungle, this battlefield.
Long circle of family them, we don't know we tell them now.
Man a warrior, Selassie I warrior. Defend truths and rights, yes. Truths and rights. Man a warrior, Emmanuel warrior. Defend truths and rights. It's time for my people to shine their lights. 10,000 rise against I, they will stumble and fall. All their evil and deceitful lies, I see through it all. And the more they apply the pressure, Rasta keeps standing tall. From them try test Rasta children, and a bigger roll like ball. It's about time, revolution time. Stop acting blind, wake up mankind. Stop follow Babylonian design. Stop go the wrong way. That road is danger. Stick to the positive way. Don't be a stranger. Man a warrior, Selassie I warrior. Defend truths and rights. Fighting with all my might. Man a warrior, Emmanuel warrior. Defend truths and rights. Emmanuel I Selassie I Rastafari.
Energy music, big up yourself. Sammy John and I make me tell you this again. Yeah, stay far from them. Yeah, stay far from them. Bad mind people on this deceitful friend.
Isaac.
He said that the whole of them not like when man make it in a life now what the struggle fi end full of a fake them this.
I want my family.
Far from them. Bad mind people on this deceitful friend. You know she said that the whole of them not like when one make it in a life now what the struggle fi end full of a fake them this.
Large up Isaac Kingman every time.
Some inside them from far and none of them could not fool me. This a different caliber. Really and truly, them can't drape me up and none of them could not school me or ridicule me. Come in and go like that. Them want take me off and when me dip on the right track. 0 to 100, they tell me better right up and nothing can cool unless I something they light up. My down to the right up, stay far from them. Bad mind people on this deceitful friend. You know she said that the whole of them not like when one make it in a life now what the struggle fi end full of a fake them this guy. Stay far from them. Bad mind people on this deceitful friend. You know she said that the whole of them not like when one make it in a life now what the struggle fi end full of a fake them this guy. Bust up me train and them feel say me no know that. Try sink me ship and them things say me no know that. Them think me sleeping so me jump me never doze off. Them can play me none of them they not no Mozart. Bust up me train and them feel say me no know that. Try sink me ship and them things say me no know that. Them think me sleeping so me jump me never doze off. Them can play me none of them they not no Mozart. None of them can take me closer. Don't ever feel for a minute say me so soft. Heads could a roll off, nothing much we throw up. Them have the mind of a child but the body of a grown up. Them bad mind people on this deceitful friend. You know she said that the whole of them not like when one make it in a life now what the struggle fi end full of a fake them this guy. Stay far from them. Bad mind people on this deceitful friend. You know she said that the whole of them not like
Sensimania was found. Sensimania was found on Solomon's grave. Sensimania was found on King Solomon's grave. If you don't smoke the herb, so you better behave. So herb should be part of this Trinidad trade, and all of the youth them should be eyed. But every government they come for set up raid. Then don't set no trade, them only set up raid. And every day they get up, them a have paper raid. And I know say that Apache judge, I know me have to brave. And big up Cuban cause you know say him not afraid. And 187 German, you know say them not afraid. And every day we come and we know we have to pray. German we have to pray every day. Sensimania was found on King Solomon's grave. You don't smoke the herb, so you better behave. My great-grandfather was a old-time slave. Never stop smoke the herb until he reach in a grave. The herb we smoke it at the highest grade. We don't fling it in the bush or when the Babylon are raid. The herb should be part of this Trinidad trade, and all of the youth them should be highly paid. And every government they come for set up raid. Them don't set no trade, them only set up raid. Innocent Elizabeth it have a place named made. When they burn the herb plant, man we burn down them cane. With the last root of the we are flowing our vein. Tell them Chapachi we no wanna. Hey, it was found on King Solomon's grave. It was found on King Solomon's grave. Sensimania was found on King Solomon's grave. It was found on King Solomon's grave. Sensimania was found on King Solomon's grave. It was found on King Solomon's grave. Sensimania was found on King.
To the Most High, truth you to pray each and every day, each and every.
I must we tell them no.
I hope it's daddy's road you are choose. If it's the devil, then you done lose. Please don't leave the kids confused. Just spread the right news. Cause when I look for the Most High, some of the wicked ask me why. Said the love for me children and everlasting life. When I look for the Most High and the scripture, I look in the pastor them who boga boys. But I know nothing with them boy, them read and all.
Alright, tell them.
The Most High God created all men. He never made no book with no instruction. He gave us the trees and the fruits from the land. So that is what I give to my children. The Almighty God remains the same. No matter book, scripture, or name you want change. Be careful of the knowledge that you obtain. It could send your generation down the drain. Cause when I look for the Most High, some of the wicked, some of the evil, some of the bad minds, them ask me why. Cause when I look for the Most High on the scripture, I look in and I know when the devil tries. And this everlasting life and the heaven in the sky.
Alright, shoot. No lights now, listen.
Can we stop pretending like we care and say it's about the money with no fair? You're forcing this love, but it still seems fake. Oh no, no. You've got your lights, man, you move like a snake. But I'm not dying with no fear, cause my Lord, He holds me near. And He tells me when to move, so if you do, I'll see you shoot. And I'm not taking no stays back and move like that. You'll have a heart attack from a selfish heart. Nah, from a selfish heart. Ah, nah, 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 nah. From a don't confuse it, don't really wanna lose it. You think that I am stupid, but I'm really gonna prove it. I am changing the game, yeah, making my name, yeah, doing my thing, yeah. You see it, I'm not dying with no fear, cause my Lord, He holds me near. And He tells me when to move, so if you do, I'll see you shoot. And I'm not taking no steps back, you move like that, you'll have a heart attack from a selfish heart. Oh, nah.
General. I just come to liberate the captivity. Heal broke nothing. Look for my parents, let me dollar show I certain things. I used to laugh still. But you don't know man if I come and live him live. I stand up and watch them. All the parents I make all the mute to go in a bubble on. Come see you now. Then come look you now, friend. Right. They get the youth them homeless. Who is to be blamed? Question mark. Is their surname homeless? Who bears their pain? From the mess I see them picking up them brains. Homeless, who is to be blamed? Question mark, is their surname homeless? Who bears them pain? From the mess, hey, bless of those who pray. Give thanks, many come and say still they read blank because of negligence. You're lowering their rank, I refute your statement. Where is the balance? House of false of bent. I mean you up and down and yam. We economical well tight. Who no yam? Never in a nothing but devastation. And now you're gonna call another election when them homeless. Who is to be blamed?
Question mark.
Is that surname
homeless?
Who bears the pain? From the mess I see you picking up your grains. Homeless. Who is to be blamed? Question mark. Is my surname homeless? Who bears the pain? From the mess. Hey, what is that? Hey, hi. Hey, hi. Hey, hi. Hey, you them a blind. Hey, yo, tell them purify, sanctify, glorify, magnify. Go like you now get the youth them the blind. Babylon your boat wine fry. High, purify, sanctify, magnify, glorify. Go like you want stop the youth them from try. Babylon your road wine.
What's with them Babylon now?
They lead them out, weed them out, beat them out, and cheat them out. Why them I use for love, freak them out. See them Babylon and freak them out. Hold all the woman and breed them out. That's why Rasta they teach them out, yo. Them stall can't move forward. Them a crawl and a cuss bad word. Them a fall Babylon you have word. This a fire no mud. Rasta they purify, sanctify, glorify, magnify. Go like you not get the youth them the blind. Babylon you a rock wine fly. Rasta they purify, sanctify, give the blind, heal the eye. Babylon one can't stop with and try. That's why we use Selassie I. Tell them trample. Babylon me bend your knees and broke your ankle. Pop up the chain and me done dash where your bangle. A the Rasta you can't come man angle. Can't outlive fire like one bank angle. Me way, hey yo, when you buy your two and buy your 10 finger. Rasta man now come here, you throw your window. On you are your gate, buy your bar and
massive.
For them like coffee greater, them like
Anthony Bobo Shanty B.
Bill and your sting now, you are get finger. FBI can't get them 10 fingerprint Rasta they purify, glorify, magnify, heal the eye. Babylon don't want get the youths them to fly. That's why you are a wine fly.
Give me while I'm going. Hear me now, oh, hear my cry, Almighty Jah. Answer while I'm praying. Hide not thy face from me now. Answer me speedily while I wait and be patiently. Play me a place in thy sanctuary, Lord. My days are like the smoke that driveth away from the fire. My soul is hunger for your love, yes. By reasons you hear me crying, it's because I'm suffering. My bones are slowly cleaving to my skin. Consecrate me with your fire, 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 and change my life and set my whole heart free. You know you lift me higher, higher, higher. My God, you taught me how to live again.
God bless them now.
I'm on this land, I trouble no one. My desire is to make no problem with no one. None interference, none political. No matter what you do, I see I'm blind and hear and deaf. I'm an humble African. Passing through Babylon, I'm an humble African. Trouble no one, say I'm an humble African. Some said I'm a Rastaman, I'm an humble African. These little hands and simple fingers that I have, they were not made to pinch nor tear, you hear, but to move in deeds of kindness, you see, and to fall in thoughts of prayer to help my brother pray for the betterment of his life, yeah. Oh yeah. It's better to have a friend than to need one. It's better to find a friend than to be in need. Lift up your brother, don't you put him down. One and wash the other. Both go and pack it home. I'm an humble African. I was born to love my brother. I'm an humble African. United I must be. I'm an humble African. No matter what they say, I'm an humble African. My forefather came here from the days of slave. I work until my skin starts to strip. And to every time I speak for my justice, there's someone always to name me disagreeable still.
Yo.
I pray the day will come when we all have peace and unity. No more chasing one another without humanity. I pray the day will come that we all share what we have and show the people of the love that we have to give. Let them know I'm an humble African. Nothing but unity inside. I'm an humble African. Just stand for us all.
Ocha, in thee I put my trust, yes. Save me from all them that persecute me and deliver me, Ocha. Let them fall in that pit that
they dig for me.
Yeah.
We tell them no.
And let the wicked go down to the uttermost part of the sea. I said I love ya and thee.
80 man you will
die. Love ya and thee. Hate him and you will die. Ding 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 ding. Dang ding do ya ding do ya. Ding 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 ding. Ocha, in thee I put my trust, yes. Save me from all them that persecute me and deliver me, Ocha. Let them fall in that pit that they dig for me, yes. And let the wicked go down to the uttermost part of the sea. I said I love ya and thee. Hate him and you will die. Love ya and thee. Hate him and you will die. They are showing more respect to the dead more than the living. Yes. Who shall give thee thanks from the grave? I would like to know. Must be the living man from the face of the earth. Whoa, I've got to praise Jah more and more every day. I said if you love Jah and live, hate him and you will die. Love Jah and live, hate him and you will die.
Not even the dogs that twist against the walls of Babylon shall escape the wrath I come to pour. And I shall burn them and burn them continuously, for they never cease to oppress the poor. Oh, plead my cause, oh Jah, and let me stand firm when the wicked rise against the eye. Order my steps, oh Jah. The way is dark and I'm alone, but still I fear no foe, no. Cause now is not the time to sleep or turn the other cheek. Cause the wicked in a Babylon stew ya if you're weak. Whoa, plead my cause, oh Jah, and let me stand firm when the wicked rise against the eye. And order my steps, oh Jah. The way is dark and I'm alone, but still I fear no foe, no.
You know, he's a man who can't take the botheration, you know. So let the door it ya. I wear the good Lord splits you. Brand new music on this.
Alright, here we are.
You say you love me and you care, but you never then near. You always on the run. Now tell me this, why we can't spend no quality time? Kick back and just unwind. You always have something to do. That simple mean that love you not true, cause only when you want to me hear you shout I love you. Tell me where all the passion gone, all of the warmth. Tell me where is all of the tenderness. And there is something else that's been bugging me for so long. Tell me this, tell me if love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. Badang, if love's so nice,
somebody
tell me why.
Tell me
again, if love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad.
Hey, Isaac, what one?
If love's so nice, tell me why.
Sheldon, what we say?
Again, well, why if your nails fi do a me, bills fi pay a me, ear fi do a me, and you're making fun of me, and I'm the one with the J.O.B. So baby, why won't you give me some TLC? And there is rumors going around, say when I'm out of town, there is a man where I'm supposed to be. Too late to be begging on your knees, hand me my keys, and let go off me shirt sleeve. You can go do as you please, you can go talk to John, Peter or Steve. Because if love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. If love's so nice, tell me why I'm sad. Me sing again. If love's so nice, tell me why it hurts so bad. Badang. If love's so nice, tell me why I'm sad. Me sing again, no money. Well, every time we touch bout, you don't know say a blessing will come with you. Yeah, I check. Run Babylon to wreck, you know. Tell them this when you touch. I man say good on Satan, good on Lucifer, good on Satan. Can you buck up your conqueror? Good on Satan, good on Lucifer, good on Satan. King Selassie your conqueror. Yo, them put the poison alcohol, fi come kill out for fertility. Use up them political means and come divide with community. You know from word I know see me little cutie true she live one borderline. And don't in a the gates of crack up in it a sell more than lime. So me know burning the fire is not a crime. Ball tail a ball through him no say I'm judgment time. So good on Satan, good on Lucifer, good on Satan.
The Crystal Samantha,
good on Satan,
good on Lucifer,
good on Satan. King Selassie your conqueror.
Mighty we say. How you mean?
Yo, our form of mass communication is based on manipulating, indoctrinating your mind. You may dismiss this as a myth or a crazy person talking gibberish.
vanish. But the facts are piled up so high. From White House to the Pentagon to the FBI to the KGB, worldwide conspiracy. From Red Square to down in to Berlin to Hanoi and Peking, shrouded in secrecy. They got the power to eliminate, indoctrinate subliminally. We're not free. They tell us what to drink and what to wear. From Babylon and them folly just take the right for an iron till them a toad for a toad. Fight fire with fire, roast them like a breadfruit. I'm a not shout, go down Satan. Go down Lucifer. Go down Satan. Can you buck up your conqueror? Go down Satan. Go down Lucifer. Go down Satan. King Selassie your conqueror.
I hear the woman say them looking it's for some good man in this time. I hear the man them burn out the virtuous man say them too hard to find. Well, Mother Earth me went and seek out because she's so divine. No matter how the world a beat out,
I carry kill now.
She replenishing all the time. You could call her Mother Earth cause she's
more than a woman.
You must call her Mother Earth. She more than a woman to thee. Why you don't call her Mother Earth? Cause she's more than a woman to thee.
King David.
Call her.
Master, what we say?
Oh, and call her. Oh, well, boom. This one drop a New York City. Who is spot it cold and them don't have no pity. It's carry over Femi and me down in the city. Shoot them love brightness, so we want pretty. Bright up all let head swell up and titty. Fall pan your knee a better than King Selassie. So me tell this is sister, Empress and the Queen. Tongues are feel of kindness and mercy. Not just Babylon because them bitter like Cersei. The love you have now make no man come crampy. Keep yourself clean and no vampy. Plenish the earth and take care of the picking. Before Jaja lit we, before Jaja lit we. She tell me the
truth, Truthyouth.
Deal with make the man them a flirt.
What she tell me?
And the truth, yeah. Figure out of them pants and go wear mask. She tell me that the truth, yeah. What that she deal with make the man them a flirt. She tell me that the truth, yeah. That the truth, so
Master, we tell you something right now. Here we tell them.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. Manifested into flesh, and He came down now. So they persecuted Him for righteousness. For sacrifice, so the entire world shall be saved. But the people and them continuing at them ways. Watch how them carry on
and watch how them behave.
Yeah, me see Babylon say them not give Christ the praise. Well, them a go receive them judgment with play. You know the devil roaming and real. Christ say put on your armor shield.
Put on your armor shield.
Well, now you them a go feel.
Put on your armor
shield. The people them roaming, Rome controlling each and everything. Look around what's happening. Prophecy have to reveal the things. What's happening in Trinidad? Look around what's happening along the way. Trials and tribulations every day. Get a youth, you cannot lose your faith. And remember that you're saved by grace. Yes.
Remember massive.
Yes.
We'll tell them.
You know the devil roaming and real. Christ say put on your armor shield. Trinidad me say, well now you're them a go feel your armor shield. Yeah, you know.
Alright, okay, do it, yeah. Under you. They told me that we came from apes, and then they told me ships brought us here. They gave us stories of Adam and Eve. Well, I don't know who to believe. They even say we all were slaves. Hands and feet, shackles and chains. Not only our ancestors feel the pain. Up to this time, it's still the same.
The truth, it's revealing. The truth, it's the healing. Only the truth, it will set you free.
Remember that. It will set you free. The
truth, it's the healing. The truth, it's revealing. The truth, it will set you free.
It will set you free.
I'd rather be a slave to the truth than be free in a Babylon. I'm fed up and I'm tired of your evil plan. You legalize the gay and the lesbian. So tell me what's wrong. Do you believe in evolution or creation? Do you believe that you create human? Do you believe the first man was a black man? We made the heaven and the earth and how we function.
Ask yourself that question. Where did everything come from? Who made the fishes in the seas and the oceans? Babylon, they're full of confusion.
I've been used and abused, refused, so confused by the lies that they're telling me. The truth, it's revealing. The truth, it's the healing. Only the truth, it will set you free. It will set you free, yeah, the truth, it's the healing. The truth, it's revealing. The truth, it will set you free. It will set you free.
I saw them come here with them shackles and chains. Brainwash us, abuse us, try confuse our brains, but the truth is gonna make you change. Everything in your face, you're gonna see rearrange.
It's only the Most High that save we. Babylon could never catch with the slavery. Truth is part of Jaja army. Babylon, them could never ever swarm we.
Trick, them try if we trick, we know. Them try hide, we history now. Take we to a place where we never know and mix up the history from long ago. Well, alright.
Been used and abused, refused, so confused by the lies that they're telling me. They're telling me. They told me that we came from AIDS, and then they told me ships brought us here. They gave us stories of Adam and Eve. Well, I don't know who to believe. They even say we all were slaves. Hands and feet, shackles and chains. Not only our ancestors feel the pain, up to this time it's still the same. The truth is revealing. The truth, it's the healing. Only the truth, it will set you free. It will set you free, yeah. The truth, it's revealing. The truth, it's the healing. Only the truth, it will set you free. It will set you free.
Owning ground. Selassie I wear the triple crown. Trinidad is in a state. Them can't stop the crime rate. The wages of sin is death.
Alright, Prince Levi now.
From Parliament to White House. Them sell out the ghetto youths, them cheap. Cheap. Watch out them a go on when man they on the hustle. Police and soldiers, them a run up and a jostle. Pull out them long gun in a me face is a nuzzle. Them lock up Gurch and now them looking for pain. Them want to give us guns, drugs and cocaine. And if we never take it, them give us the frame. Mr. Double G, them cannot stop the blood stain. Take a look at Port of Spain. Trinidad is in a state. Them can't stop the crime rate. The wages of sin is death. Government a go weep. From Parliament to White House. Them sell out the ghetto youths, them cheap. Trinidad is in a state. Them can't stop the crime rate. The wages of sin is death. Government a go weep. From Parliament to White House. Them sell out the ghetto youths, them cheap. Cheap.
Yeah, man, you know, so yeah, I'm speaking to you, alright? Yeah, you know, so they really want to see gang fall. Forward! They really want to see gang fall.
Forward!
They really want to see gang fall.
The gangs, man!
They really want to see gang fall. Mommy, arise like they want to help me.
But we tell them.
They really want to see gang fall. I really want to see gang fall. Most I really want to see gang fall. No matter how we do, I'm fine. Yes, I'm moving
like the mockingbird. Some people never listen, that's why people wanna learn. The time to the release, the voice got to flow. I'm taking my time now, let the voice.
Alright, we tell them.
People, now I think you should know. Yes, my voice is a chanting from the ghetto. People are love, let the voice got to flow. I'm trying my best, people make you know how I really want to see gang fall. I really want to see gang fall. Most I really want to see gang fall. The mom if he cries and they want to see me rise. I really want to see gang fall. I really want to see gang fall. Oh man, really want to see gang fall. Mom if he cries and they want to get me more.
And you see me, tell them non-partial in the judgment. Hey, when the judgment, yeah man.
With the judgment go on here wrong here, listen.
You and you. That one you did. Stop shocking. And you, stop shocking. You and you, stop all your walking on the yamming on the 2-foot table in the kitchen, boy. Stop shocking. And you. Stop jockey, please. Stop all your walking on the yamming on the 2-foot table. What's the time? 2:30 in the evening. Asking why he under a sheet and it moving. I realize is he skinny they pulling. He 2 hands they pulling. So much a woman in the land. Asking why he having intercourse with the hand. One name Pamela, one name Pam. He first, he jogging in the meditation. He say he see a lady in the train station. And now he jockey full up at the copulation. He say he get a premature ejaculation. The boy now decrease all the population. Check the meditation, boy. Stop it. Hey you, stop jockey. And you, stop all that walking on the yamming on the 2-foot table. That one got it.
Yeah. How you mean?
Yeah.
Thing called Truthyouth Radio, listen.
My inner light, grant the faith, the free eye of hate. On low of concentrate, and Jah will be there. They're crooked and not straight, but the road we will take will teach us to break the life they prepare. Let's estimate the yearly death rate. Thousands every day, it's like the innocent pay for the guilty. But give thanks and praise, for the sun has been raised to let fire blaze and put heat on the filthy. My inner light grant the faith, the free eye of hate. On low of concentrate, and Jah will be there. They're crooked and not straight, but the road we will take will teach us to break the life they prepare. Our economy is tourist based, so a lot of hustling a going around the place. Man will rob your car, them will rob your bare face. And when them a look at job, no one a deal with them. Check it out. Them is a disgrace, twisted Babylon with them twist face. It's like them out of place, it's like them misplaced. Rastafari born rat race. My inner light grant the faith, the free eye of hate. On low of concentrate, and Jah will be there. They're crooked and not straight, but the road we will take will teach us to break the life they prepare.
Who there?
Put the righteous man them in the government, because to me, them deserve the seat. Put the farmer man them in the government, because them know about the food and the soil. And
how you mean?
Put the empress them up in the government, because them keep the place tidy and neat. Put a truthful man up in the government, because a good man would never cheat. My inner light grant the faith, the free eye of hate. On low of concentrate, and Jah will be there. though they're not straight, the road we will take will teach us to break the life they prepare.
Oh, you mean? Send the people until we meet again. Truthyouth Radio, Selassie I Sundayz, Emancipation Day. Don't know follow the truth. If you never subscribe to the channel. Like it up, share it up. Strength to strength, iron sharpen iron. Usually how you can make it in life, you know. Yeah. Forget the bad mind, envy, jealousy. I wanna just live in love, man. What can I tell you? Truthyouth Radio. I got my whole Truthyouth family, them team, them, you don't know you go. From Jatcheba, come straight back down. The tool skull, you don't know you go fire Mamu. Until we meet again, you don't know you go, you know. It was nice. Yeah, then. Powers and strength, give thanks. To life, health, and strength. Emancipation Day. All the way. Rastafari, yeah.
Pull it.